everyone, it's SimLicy here. So today I have for you guys a new video. This time it's my very first Christmas build, and it's this holiday retreat cabin. I built it in, why can't I think of the name of the world? In the outdoor retreat world? What's that called? Oops. Anyways, whatever world game with outdoor retreat, the camping world is where I built it, and I also have the snow mod installed, so you guys can see what that looks like. It looks really nice. I think it's that whoever created it, I don't remember who it is, but I'll put it down in the description box. Hopefully I don't forget to do that, but whoever created this did a really nice job. There's like a lot of the plants they changed, and some of the outdoor like furniture has been like kind of frosted over, which it looks really nice. And I think it looks really good. So I think I will upload it to the gallery. I haven't uploaded it yet, but by the time this is up on YouTube, it will happen. And I think I'll keep the snow mod in it for the gallery. I don't know. I built a lot on kind of an angle, so you can't really see like the front of the building from the picture. So I'm not sure what I'll do. But if you are interested in downloading it, it'll be there. But if you don't see it on just my regular catalog, then make sure to turn on CC. See the CC. I think it's under the advanced search settings. Because you'll want to do that because this is custom content. Even though if you download it and don't want to use the mod, everything will still be there as normal. It just won't be frosted over as it is in the video. And if you do want to download it or download the mod, it's in French, I believe. But there is an option on the website to change all the wording into English. So just look out for that. It's right. You'll see like a couple things highlighted in blue, which are the download links, and then right above that it'll have several language options, and I think the second or third one is English. So, because I've heard other people recommend using Google Translate to figure out what to download and to read the instructions, but I don't think you need to do that at all. But yeah, so hopefully you guys like this build. I built it to be like a kind of like a resort cabin, like someone's gonna be really like a fancy place to go. Like it'd probably be like a really expensive ski lodge, something like that you might have a timeshare to, that you would either split with your grandparents or your aunts and uncles. Like it would be like your family and somebody else. Like it's meant to be for multiple families to share. Like there's two like master bedrooms or suite rooms, and then there's two like children rooms with 2 beds in each of them, and then there's also 4 bathrooms, and the 2 bathrooms downstairs are kind of like a spa type bathrooms that lead into a sauna area, and there's also hot tubs outside. So I wanted it to be like a very fancy place to go for a winter vacation is what I was thinking. And I get rid of these large balconies on the outside of the building because once I just started to draw out the floor plan for the upstairs, I realized that I just didn't have enough space, and so I just got rid of those. And then because I was originally going to do outdoor fireplaces up there with hot tubs, which would be really nice. So if you do download this and want it to be a little bit smaller for only one family, or just a house, it'd be really nice to have some fireplaces with hot tubs out there. But I do keep hot tubs. I just put them on the first floor patio area, and I build like kind of like a gazebo overhang on top of those, and I think it looks pretty good. So as you can see, as I lay out the landscaping, all the plants from outdoor retreat and base game have been frosted over, and I think, did we get many plants with Get Together? I can't remember. But anyway, so there's like different you can download each of the expansion packs separately when you download the snow mod. So you download the base game, and you can just download that one. You don't have to download any other ones, and most of the stuff is frosted over for the winter mod. And then you can download each of the expansion packs for free, or separately. Not for, well, it is for free, but I didn't mean to say that. Anyways, you could download them each separately, but I had an issue with the Get to Work ones. For some reason, it was corrupted or something. Anytime I tried to open my game when it was in my mods folder, it said that I needed to delete it to be able to open my game. So that one didn't work, and I don't think that really matters too much unless you are in gameplay and visit the hospital or the police station or the science lab. Then it won't be frosted over, I guess. But I haven't visited that. I've only visited the other worlds, and they all work just fine, and it looks super pretty. And I also tried to make this not overly Christmassy. Like, you could still have this be a regular outdoor retreat cabin and just delete like the garlands and the wreaths, and it would still look really nice, I think, and I don't think it would take away from it. But like the main things that are needed other than the Christmas one, if you want to leave it as is obviously outdoor retreat, because I used a lot of the plants from it and then built it in that world. But also spa day. I think spa day I used quite a bit in this as well. And then mostly other than that, I think it's base game and a few knickknacks from other ones as well, but could easily be replaced from different packs if you don't have everything. And I've been thinking about doing a few builds that are just base game in one pack or one expansion pack, but I think I'll wait till after Christmas because I want to keep doing a few more Christmas builds and keep the snow mod in here, and then take the snow mod out probably after New Year and then get back to regular builds is my plan anyhow, but who knows, we'll see what happens. But anyways, I used the same wallpapers as I did on the outside. On the inside, imagining that this whole thing was built out of stone and wood, and kind of like a log cabin, but even though these aren't really logs, it's just kind of like a I don't know what you would call that, kind of woody wallpaper. But I just used it all on this inside and outside, and I think it looks really nice. I think that stone wallpaper and the wood wallpaper complement each other really well. So this is the spa area that I'm creating, and I use these glass doors on the entry to the bathrooms, and I end up replacing them later on with the same doors that I use upstairs, and you'll see those once I go upstairs. But when I was doing like the testing run and doing screenshots, you could see the Sims in there where they were like washing their hands after they went to the bathroom. Even though the shower and the toilet are like private, you can still see in there, and I thought that wouldn't be how somebody would make it. So I replaced them with some closed off doors, but left the glass doors into the actual spa. And yeah, so I don't know, this is kind of something I was thinking that wouldn't be realistic, even though it's The Sims and they don't really care as long as there is a door there. But yeah, so I don't know if that really matters to anybody, and I think it ends up looking a lot better. It's a little bit weird with the glass doors, I think, but that's not recorded. I just did that during my testing, and I think that these look kind of cool. How I built the little stone pieces that come out of the wall to make a little bit of privacy for the toilet and shower, and they're both exactly the same. Because I did try to kind of do that in the rooms and the bathrooms to make them exactly the same, like, because this is it's a rental lot for vacation. Somebody else owns this and they have it probably just decorated the standard way. And then I did make the kitchen a little bit more cluttered, and then obviously there's presents and stuff under the Christmas tree and a few decorations around, but I did the kitchen a little bit cluttered because I imagined that this would be a timeshare place, so you would go grocery shopping and buy all of your food for the week or whatever that you're gonna be on vacation. And so you kind of have all that stuff like kind of strung about throughout the kitchen, and then you would clean it up before you leave, but the basic decorations in the bathrooms would all stay the same. And the two, or all 4 bedrooms are the two, let me start over. The 2 large bedrooms are the same, and then the 2 children bedrooms are the same. They're just like, I think the children bedrooms I just changed around the colors, but the master main bedrooms I didn't change around the colors. They're exactly the same, but you'll see that later on once I go upstairs. But right now I'm getting started on the living room, and I contemplated whether or not to put a TV in here, but since this is kind of a luxurious vacation spot, you might do a bit of relaxing and watching Christmas movies and other, shows and snuggling up by the fire, and there's also lots of bookcases so you can read. And I thought about putting a video game console, but then but that's a little bit overdoing it for vacation, so just left the TV, and there's no computer, but obviously you could easily add one if you needed to do some work while you're on vacation. And to build on this lot while you're visiting it, just in case you're not aware, turn on testing cheats, and then I think it's bb.enable free build, type that into the cheat bar, and you'll be able to build on this lot. And I'm still having that glitch with overhead cabinets where they're darker than they should be, and it doesn't happen every time I go to build, but sometimes it does, and unfortunately when I go to record a video, that's when it happens. So they do match, I'm pretty sure, and they're just shadowed for some reason. And I did a little coffee bar with the espresso maker, and there's also a little teapot brewer there too, so you can have some hot drinks before you go out, maybe on a little hike or something out in the snow. And yeah, I'm in total Christmas mood because it's all snowy here, and it's a lot of fun. We went sledding, and I think we're gonna go snowboarding here soon. My husband went snowboarding yesterday. I didn't go because I wasn't feeling very well, and I need to buy some snow pants too, so I wasn't completely prepared, so I stayed home and got some stuff done around here. But I think this week I'll get some snow pants and we'll go next weekend, so that should be fun. I haven't been snowboarding in a long time, and I'm probably gonna fall and I don't know, just sit and cry in the snow. I'll probably crash and burn a lot, but I'll still have a good time, and if I get too frustrated, I'll just go to the bar and drown my sorrows. But anyway, so you can see that I'm making the kitchen a little bit cluttered, but it's kind of reflective. Like, I also thought that you could probably divide this whole building in half, since the front and the back are the same. You could probably split the kitchen in half and have it be completely private if you did want to make it more private. But I did it kind of like you would share this timeshare with somebody who's family or a close friend. Like, you wouldn't probably go stay this place with strangers, even though it that could probably happen too. But I imagine that you would share your timeshare with family. So when I tested it, I did a mom and a dad, and then 2 little kids and 2 teenagers, and then their grandparents as well stayed here. So it was like a whole family pitched in on this Christmas vacation. And then I'm trying to build some little bookshelf table nook thing here. I end up just moving the tables to the other side and then leaving just the bookshelves right next to each other. So you'll see me rearrange that, I think, after a bit, because it just wasn't looking how I wanted it to. I think I was just trying to cram it in too small of a wall space. Like, if I was able to spread it out a little bit more, I think it would have looked a lot better. So and now I am trying to figure out what rug to use, and then after I thought about it for a second, I was like, oh yeah, the fluffy rug from City Living would be perfect, because it's kind of, I don't know, I think it, at least in the kind of tan color that I pick, I think it suits the log cabin kind of log cabin feel. Like, you know how like sometimes they have like a bear rug or some sort of animal fur rug? That's kind of what I imagined it would be. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think it looks really nice with the colors and everything, and it suits it really well. So you'll see me change that, I think, in just a few moments. I tried a few other rugs, but I think that the fur one looks the best. And I use that coffee table from the base game, and then just kind of twirl it around, and it makes a nice seamless coffee table. There's like no tearing or glitching within when you play. So if you want a round coffee table, that's a good way to do it. But yeah, I use a lot of those standing kind of pillar lights. I'm not sure what you would call those, but they're from City Living as well, I think. Yeah, they are, and I love them. I use them a lot. I used them in the last large suburban home that I did, and I think that they give really beautiful lighting. It's kind of like this like warming lighting, and I just love them. I use them pretty much all over the place. You'll see me use them again here in just a moment by the doors as well. But I also tried to make sure there was lots of things like activities, so I put the the foosball table, and then later on I put the card table upstairs so you could, you know, play games as a family. And then I also used that new glow bar from Glamour Stuff Pack, which is really cool too. I'm going to be doing another Christmas build here soon. I have a collab coming up, and then I think I'm going to do one of my large suburban homes that I like to build. I think I'll do one of those just super decked out as, like, you know, a suburban house decorated for Christmas. And yeah, so I think I'm gonna do that one on like a 40 by 30 lot is my plan. So it's gonna be just over the top, and I might build a butler suite. I'm not sure, but it's kind of what I was thinking. So we'll see what I come up with. But my collab is with the Dazzling Simmer, and that is a Christmas theme one, and I believe that should be starting here soon in the next couple of days. And I'm not sure how many simmers are part of the collaboration, but I'm sure there's quite a few. Yeah, so keep an eye out for that. My video will be up on the 18th, and if you haven't heard of the Dazzling Simmer, she does lots of alpha CC creative sims, and she makes really beautiful sims, so go check her out. And of course, when I make that video, I'll put her link in the description, of course, and so you can check out her video and the other simmers as well that participated in the collab. But I'm just starting on the dining room right now, and I think that those red chairs look really nice. Like, there are so many nice wood and just like really rich red colors that suit this type of build really well, I found. Because I built one other, yeah, I think I only built one other build in the Outdoor Retreat world, and that one I didn't build it while I was doing YouTube, so it's up on my gallery if you would like to download it. I believe it's called the Fisherman's Retreat. It has like a big pond and a little cabin type place with lots of fish and stuff. Like, I don't know, it's kind of a goofy little build, but it was pretty fun to make. And yeah, maybe I'll build more cabins and camping places here in the Outdoor Retreat world. But, oh, Granite Falls! Oh my goodness. Okay, I finally remembered what it was called. Yeah, Granite Falls is the name of the Outdoor Retreat world. So, whew, thank goodness. Don't you hate that when you're like, when you have something in your mind that you want to say and you just can't quite say it, and then it finally comes to you like 10 minutes later. But yeah, so I think the dining room looks really nice. A lot of this stuff looks super pretty from Sims View. Like, if you get down in there and you look at it, like as if you were standing in there. So it just looks so cozy and warm. And of course, I'm saving because it was starting to get a little bit glitchy because I don't know, my game's just glitchy. I need a new computer, but that's okay. I won't complain too much. It's still nice it's still a good computer, I guess, to be able to play The Sims. So it took me actually a while to get the floor plan of the upstairs. I had to cut it out because otherwise this video I think would have been over 40 minutes if I kept everything in. But you're not really missing much. I was trying to lay it out as if it was a regular house, so like it wasn't very symmetrical, and I figured since this is like, you know, somewhere that's designed so everybody gets the same experience, I wanted it to be more symmetrical. So you're not missing much. It just kind of looks like any normal floor plan that I would normally do. And then I was like, no, that's not gonna work, cut it out, and did this instead. And I think this looks really nice. And you just saw that I got rid of those large balconies because I just didn't have enough space to do what I wanted to do. But I do think those would have been really nice to have. I think it would have been really pretty to have an outdoor fireplace area. But I think you could probably easily build an outdoor fireplace area on the lower patios as well. But I do put a fire pit outside by the trees, which is also a nice little fire area outside. The doors that I end up choosing for here are the ones that I end up putting on the bathroom doors downstairs, or the bathrooms downstairs. So I think they blend in nicely. They match the kind of same color as the window frame, so I think it works pretty well. And I think there's also shades of brown within the wall paneling that is also the same brown, so it kind of all ties in together. Even though they're very different, I think they do complement each other. And then I do another fireplace, kind of living room area upstairs, which is a little bit more cozy, a little bit more snuggly. But so if you did want some different space for, you know, if you had two families that came here on vacation together, let's say they're friends, then they could have their separate kind of Christmas celebrations. One family could be upstairs, one family could be downstairs, and they could still have like their private Christmas present opening time, I guess. I don't know, but either way, it's just nice to have extra seating, and this is cozy. And right now I'm just doing the bathrooms and making them both pretty much the same. I think they're actually identical. And then I get started on, I think, the kids' room here soon after I get the hallway decorated. And I did notice after I put the screenshots on here that my rugs are a little bit off-centered. So before I upload it, I'm gonna have to fix that because it's gonna drive me nuts. And I also noticed a couple places I'm missing beams and wallpapers. So I don't know if you guys will notice that, but I like to kind of watch it mostly through. I do skip around because it's pretty time consuming to watch my video and then record the whole video. But I try to watch it to make sure I know when things are gonna happen, kind of like the order of events, I guess, in the video. But I did notice that some things were a little bit messed up. But I did do this in one sitting, so I think that kind of gets exhausting because I think this took me about 4.5 hours to build the whole thing. So building it for 4.5 hours, you tend to miss a few things sometimes. But there's a little card table, and you'll see in the screenshots that the two teenagers that I built for the testing purposes are playing cards together. And there's also some other family pictures of kids playing down by the Christmas tree, and also in the hot tub, and the grandparents snuggling by the fire upstairs. So it's super cute for screenshots and creating that kind of, you know, holiday just happiness. I don't know, it's really pretty. So if you are still listening to me and you know, are still paying attention, look at the screenshots because I think they look really nice. I had a lot of fun taking them for this video. And I put another globe bar upstairs, and then just a few more decorations, and then I get started on the bedrooms. And I was originally going to put these beds in, but the other decorations that I ended up putting in don't really match, so I changed them to just the regular cheap little kid bed. I think they're probably the cheapest children's bed. And I tried to do some weird rug thing there, but it would look better in a different build, but not for this build. So I just did a normal circular rug and made sure that there was a bookshelf and then a toy chest in here as well, so they could bring their toys with them, or maybe there's already some toys here for them to play with. And then I had a hard time with the children's rooms because I always want to just clutter them up and put a bunch of posters and decorations on the walls, but I kept my cool and only put a few things on the walls, and did a poster and then that tree sticker thing, and I did the exact same in the other little kid's bedroom, made them identical. And then I also realized during the screenshots that I forgot the lamp in one of the bedrooms, so I did replace that, but it's still, you won't see it replaced in the screenshots. So these are, I'm started on the master bedroom, and I love this. With what I did with that kind of that log room divider behind the bed is the headboard. I think it looks pretty cool, and it makes it a little bit different, so you don't have like the normal standard bed. And I thought that this bed, which I believe came with outdoor retreat, obviously suits the log cabin the best. So, and I thought that this one with the creamy bed cover and that kind of like red stripe looked a little bit Christmassy, so that's the one I went with, and it looks really nice. And then I put another fireplace up here and another TV as well with a little chair. And when I was doing the play testing, I thought that there should be some luggage up here, so I didn't think about this when I was building it, but I put some of those luggage boxes that's actually an end table. I put that in the master bedrooms as well. Oh, I don't think I need this. say that. Sometimes when I'm doing these recordings, I say things just so there's not blank, like, pauses. I just throw in, like, these filler words that make no sense. So I say as well as lot, I've realized. But I put those in there because I figured that, you know, you need to take your clothes with you on vacation, so I thought that they made sense and put those in there. But for some reason, didn't think about that when I was doing the build. Which, you know, that's kind of the nice thing about doing the play testing. Like, obviously you do it to see if you know, especially if you use move objects like I do, you do it to make sure that the Sims can use everything and get to everything that they need to survive and live comfortably. But you also notice things that you missed or made a mistake on, or as for me, I forgot wallpapers, just different things that you don't notice while you're doing the builds. So now I'm getting started on the hot tub gazebos, and they turned out pretty cool. They're kind of I thought about leaving them just sitting there, but then I was like, well, no, maybe you want to be protected from the snow a little bit. And then I was able to put a little chandelier in there, and that gives it a real nice lighting effect too. And yeah, it looks super pretty at nighttime with screenshots, so you'll see those pretty soon. As you can see, there's more of the outdoor furniture that's been frosted over. And I also remembered, what are those outdoor patio, like, warming lanterns that came with Dine Out. So I put those out on the patio too, so they could not only sit by the fire pit, but there's also those little warming lamps if they wanted to sit on the bench out by the hot tub. And then I also put Christmas trees out there on the deck, because why not? It's a Christmas build, another Christmas tree. And then I was able to enlarge it, because I really wanted to enlarge it on the inside, but the wall height was not high enough, and I didn't want to make it the tallest wall height, because I thought that would be a little bit too much for this. So, and then I was able to use the larger bushel of presents to put under the tree, because they fit when you enlarge it. Otherwise, it's a little bit too big to put underneath the tree. But yeah, I think it turned out pretty well. And then I decided finally to put a little bit more Christmas decorations on the outside, because when I was first starting to do it, I wasn't sure if it looked exactly how I wanted to. And then I noticed that the little snow fig decorations were a little bit uneven, so I decided to get rid of those and then put the garlands with the little lights behind it instead. And you'll see me do that in just a moment. And I also used the room copy tool to be able to easily copy it and move it from balcony to balcony, and that was really easy to do. So that was a nice feature that they added in the last update, or the update before, I can't remember. But anyways, it's going to be ending here soon, and I just want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys are staying warm and enjoying the holiday season, and hopefully you're on vacation from school, or, you know, spending time with family. But anyways, so thank you so much for watching, and I really appreciate all my subscribers and for you guys watching this. Please leave any comments or suggestions that you have. Alright, bye!